It's the happy work of Umhlobo Wenene FM's afternoon drive show to keep the station's 5.4 million listeners smiling through the deep midwinter. Having done that, we caught up with the studio team for a well-deserved spring break.
My name is Luke Skidane. I'm the anchor of UWFM Drive show. Growing up, I was the only child. I was brought up by my grandmother to be the person that I am today, to be the Luyanda or the Luke Skidane that I am today. She instilled discipline in me. She always kept reminding me that your future is in your hands. Whatever you do, remember that I have nothing, I've just brought you up. And she always prayed for me. She always wanted the best for me. That I knew from the early stages.
Losing both his parents as a youngster, Luke's got his taste for music from his gran.
She used to run a shebeen back then. They would play music, and then there was lots of LPs, vinyls that were lying there. So I grew up knowing that I love music. I used to listen to Radio Xhosa, all the legends before us. So I knew that I wanted to be on radio, nothing else.
Looks, his co-host Zinhle Mbusi, sports presenter Tando Kamane, and producer Petu Soga are well known for lending a sympathetic ear.
The name itself, Umhlobo Wenene. If you translate the name, direct translation, people's friends, and we are a true Umhlobo Wenene. We always make time for our listeners, and we've been there for how many years now? For 65 years now. It's not easy to assemble a team of 5 brains in one show and come up with an amazing show like this one. So I think everything works perfectly well for us. We're still young, fairly new team, so it's a year and 4 months. We gel quite well.
This team is so special because we bring different things to it. I come in as a producer, I come in with the content, I come in with the angles, because I have to decide what angle appeals to people the most. We broadcast in isiXhosa. People really love the station. And all we can do is to really contribute to that. Since I was a little boy, it was always there in the background. And it's just a pleasure to actually be working here now.
My role as a co-host is to support Luke's. I'm basically his sidekick, not his side chick. So I also bring that female touch, you understand? So when Monabesi Ngamandla being man, I bring that softness and that female touch.
To be in a team like this, I've never felt as though I'm pushed in a corner with this team or I'm an outsider. I think it's amazing.
With a big following in Ikapa, it's here the team started their spring break, and Art Museum Director Lungi Morrison was honored to host them.
Zygsmoker is a museum that is representative of the African community. It's Pan-African. It is also diasporic. So we are here to really share the story of Africa, the creative community that represents the continent.
It's an exhibition that's all about celebrating, hence what underpins this is this idea of Black joy. And for us, joy can manifest in many ways, and we chose 6 different themes. We chose the everyday, joy and revelry, repose, sensuality, spirituality, and triumph and emancipation.
What grabbed me when I walked right in here is just the ordinary turned into something really extraordinary. I mean, you have ordinary scenes, you have a guy scrubbing the floor, you've got a guy who probably does the garden, you've got a lady who probably helps a family, you've got a kid that she's probably looking after. These are ordinary scenes which are familiar to me, and some township scenes as well. So I see that ordinary stuff has really been elevated here. So it's really great and it's quite familiar.
What I love the most is the picture that reminded me of my dad. There's a picture just around the corner with a man sitting on top of his car with his cigarette with a big afro, and I'm like, it just brought back the memories I had growing up.
It brings another dimension of life. For instance, when you see a young man who's got a younger sibling with him, it gives that whole aura about having to care for each other and make sure we uplift each other as communities. It's really, really great to see this art and it coming to the fore like this.
But this is spring. There's real warmth back in the sun, and Tando knew what he'd rather be doing.
My favorite sport, geez, all sports, I'm an all-rounder in sports. I played just about most sports in high school. Played cricket, played soccer, rugby. I'm in my fortress here. Everything about sports, everything that is sport. I think the only challenge I will have here is Z.
Team Z, we are taking this one home.
Absolutely out of my depth here. So this is exciting for me.
The sports presenter talked a good game, but when the chips were down, he and his producer were no match for their co-hosts.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, Z has got a little bit of sporting background. She trains hard, and it came out today. Myself and Petu, we weren't too bad as a combination, but I think he'll get better as the time goes on. But we're definitely playing the sport more often again. We're coming back here, and they must watch out because we will coming back for revenge.
The winners, the champs are here. It's shame. It is unfortunate that TLG didn't listen to us. We did warn them.
Next, avid foodie Looks suggested a spring-themed lunch at Alicia's Madzivadondo's African Vegan Eatery.
This is more than a business for me. It's part of my heritage. It's a lifestyle. What makes our offering unique is the sprouts and microgreens as main ingredient, not as garnish. So there are a lot of benefits on microgreens and sprouts as compared to conventional vegetables. So you are eating the energy of the actual seed. The benefits is endless.
The vegan food is nice. I was worried when it arrived. I was like, oh, what did I order because of the charcoal? I was like, I'm not eating any charcoal. But to my surprise, it was nice. It was delicious. It was scrumptious.
My highlight of the day, the whole experience, especially the paddle. I've enjoyed that one. It's the first time playing that one and trying to be out of my comfort zone and try the vegan food. It tastes like a normal burger. It's unbelievable. It's a vegan burger.
To the people who have yet to listen to us, I'd like to say to them, you guys are missing out. You're missing out on culture, you're missing out on entertainment, you're missing out on education, you're missing out on fun.
Keep listening to our show, the best drive time show in the land. Trust me, it drive no kite.
To a radio show in the springtime of its life, here's to an endless summer.